Mr. President, he is with us in virtual mode. Dignitaries on the dais, respected members, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. I welcome you all in this closing ceremony of Golden Jubilee celebration of IPHE this afternoon. IPHE, as you know, was established in the year 2072, and after a long journey of 50 years, it celebrates its Golden Jubilee in the year 2022. We started the year-long celebration on the 9th of March 2022 with a garden leisure program, and during the following 1 year, IPHE in the headquarters and in the regional centers organized various programs including seminars, symposia, awareness program in schools, etc. We observe, as you know, 9th March as Capital Engineers Day. That is the day on which this building was formally inaugurated by the then Minister, PHE Department, Government of West Bengal in the year 1991. Our journey of 50 years was not always very smooth. Starting with a handful of members operating from a hired space with another NGO, the Association of Engineers. Today we are here in this building operating with a membership strength of touching nearly 2,000 marks, with 14 regional centers operating across the country. From an organization with practically an empty exchequer, today we have a reasonable resource base, and that we could achieve only through the endeavor and dedicated efforts of our members who helped us in mobilizing resources by organizing seminars and supports through training program and R&D assignments. এমন একটা দিন গেছে যে আমরা একটা প্রোগ্রাম করবার কথা ভাবছি, একটা কমিটেড টাকা পাবো বলে সে টাকাটা পেলাম না, এবং আমাদের তখন আমাদের ডেট স্বদেশ ভট্টাচার্য, আমাদের one of our founder members, ডক্টর স্বদেশ ভট্টাচার্য, সে একটা সাজেশন দিল যে আমার মার কাছে কিছু টাকা আলমারিতে পড়ে থাকে সবসময়, খুব প্রয়োজনে মাকে অ্যাপ্রোচ করতে পারি, and in fact we had to approach his mother to obtain some loan and to tide over that situation. We have with us this afternoon distinguished old-timers who will present before you the story of our journey at different periods during the last 50 years, including IPHE's contribution to policy making and implementation level in the government. With the passage of time, there has been significant changes in the views of the government and corporate sector towards the role of NGOs like IPHE. আগে একবার অ্যাপ্রোচ করলে সিএমডি সিইও কে লিখলে বশিষ্ঠরা 10টা ডেলিগেট এক কথায় নিয়ে আসতে পারতেন, এখন আপনি জান একটা ডেলিগেট পাবেন না। There has been a significant change in the perception of government level, also corporates. Our future generation will have to steer the organization by diversification of our activities, if necessary, negotiating with the changes in the scenario. Our institution will complete 60 years of its existence in the year 2032 and celebrate its Diamond Jubilee. We shall not be here to witness the occasion, but our younger generation will have to shoulder the responsibility to steer IPHE to new heights and celebrate the grand Diamond Jubilee. A warm welcome to you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, our Secretary General, for his welcome address. Now, according to schedule of our program, the journey of IPHE by Engineer Shishir Kumar Neo, our Emeritus Secretary Chairman, India, for a particular duration during 1972 to actually our beloved Shishita is not physically fully fit, so he is unable to attend to this program. I request our Treasurer, Shri Kabir, to read the write-up of Shri Neo, please.
Thank you, Turun Toto. Now I have been entrusted to present a written memorandum sent by C.S.K. Yogi, Secretary General since 1972, history of 50 years of journey of IPHE. Due to his some illness, he could not attend this meeting, so I have been instructed to read out his memorandum. The idea of IPHE, Institution of Public Health Engineers India, clicked in an informal meeting of a few public health engineers of PHED, West Bengal, KMC, Calcutta Municipal Corporation, CFTO, Calcutta Metropolitan Transit Organization, CMWSA, Calcutta Metropolitan Water and Sanitation Authority, and CIP, Calcutta Improvement Trust, and the Association of Engineers, India. After the name of CPHERI, Central Public Health Engineering Research Institute, was changed to DD, the National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, some proposed to change the name of IPHE to IEE, Institution of Environmental Engineers. The proposal was not accepted by all. We started the office of IPHE at 24 Netaji Subhash Road, Calcutta 1 in 1972. The Association of Engineers India allowed us to use a separate space against a token payment. Due to some reason, we preferred to shift to the address of IPHE to 1 Gusty Place, Calcutta 1, the famous building where All India Radio had its office till CNPO took over and AIR shifted to its own building to Akash Pani Bhavan in the Eden Gardens. We are really grateful to the government of West Bengal for allowing us to use the address of 1 Gusty Place for quite a few years. During our period of stay at 1 Gusty Place, we organized the International Conference of WEDEC of Calcutta at Calcutta Rabindra Nandan Complex that attracted some 90 foreign delegates and some 100 papers presented in 4 parallel sessions for 5 days. During the period, we started the Groundwater Congress and also the National Conference on Engineering Materials and Equipment for public engineering works. For the next few years, these conferences were held in different parts of the country. We initiated the National Convention of Environmental Engineering also. We started publishing technical quarterly journals, JIPHE, from 1972. It is most widely read public health engineering journal in India. The journal is now available in IPHE website. We left 1 Gusty Place and got separate office space in the office complex of the Tagore Society of Rural Development at 46 D. Automobile Authority, Kolkata. Late Pandalal Dasgupta was the secretary of the Tagore Society and was a great patron of IPHE. He was a great social worker. The bond with Tagore Society still continues. In 1984, we got a plot of land in Salt Lake City adjacent to Calcutta. It was all due to the Urban Development Minister West Bengal, Prashant Kumar Su, due to paucity of funds, we could not start the IPHE office building of Salt Lake immediately. It was for the sincerity and the dynamism of our member, late Sujit Mohan Chatterjee, supported by Sri Rajat Mohan Chatterjee, now DGO, KMDA, and Professor Udaho Majumdar, ex-director Professor All India Institute of Hygiene and Public Health, Kolkata. IPHE could save some funds by organizing groundwater congresses at Delhi for 3 consecutive years at Hotel Ashok, Hotel Taj Palace, and Hotel Le Méridien. We started our building at Salt Lake City 68. The building was opened by Sri Prashant Kumar Su for Health and Family Welfare, West Bengal on 9 March 1991. Since that time, IPHE has been observing the Public Health Engineers Day every year on the 9th March, and that also through all its regional centers. During the earlier period of IPHE, we had to pass the financial crisis. We had to borrow money from our friends and well-wishers, and even for purchasing railway tickets. I cannot forget the day when our very senior member, that's S.K. Bhattacharya, ex-DGO KMDA, collected some funds for from his revered mother. All our past presidents, Professor N. Majumdar, ex-director of All India Institute of Public Health, Kolkata, and ex-director of Engineering Nagpur, S.K. Majumdar, ex-senior PhD, West Bengal, late Sulananda Chatterjee, ex-senior CMPO, helped IPHE to build IPHE on a solid foundation. Our past presidents, A.K. Roy, attached to Government of UP, Government of India, who UNDP, World Bank, and SLOB International Social Service Organization, and Ghulam Ahmed, ex-Chief Government of Karnataka, and well-known consultant of Bangalore. Subita Dasgupta, ex-DGO KMDA, S.K. Ghoshal, ex-chairman WBCB, P.K. Chatterjee, ex-CPHEO, Government of India, and ex-advisor SLOB International, are all great names in the field of public health engineering. Last we got Professor K.J. Nath, ex-director of All India Institute of Public Health, Kolkata, and Mr. Jubilee, Secretary Government of Mizoram, as the president of IPHE. Chairman of the regional centers are always great professional personalities, not only of a particular region, but of all national figures. We respectfully remember the personality of Molinath Jain Delhi, J.D. Cruz Delhi, P.T. Gumami Delhi, D.V.S. Murthy Bhopal, Professor S. Subbarao Kolkata, Dumlena Aizar, Dr. K.T. Bhole Nagpur, Arun Patnaik Bhubaneswar, Niranjan Mishra Bhubaneswar, P.H. Kamal Bhubaneswar, P.C. Mahamashtra Bhubaneswar, Dr. Swadesh Kumar Bhattacharya Kolkata, S.H. Jagadeshan, Chennai, Paritos Tyagi, Delhi, Devajyoti Bhattacharya, Guwahati, and others. During the former years of IPHE, R.R. Bhatti, Delhi, A.J. Mishra, Chennai, I, Koncha Reddy, Bangalore, K.L. Kera, Bhopal, Amol Datta, Howrah, Dr. Manoj Bhattacharya, Kharagpur, P.S. Rajavamshi, Jaipur, B.K. Shanmugha, Kolkata, Dr. Aishi Agarwal, Allahabad, Professor James Dave, JNU, Professor D.S. Bhargava, Roorkee, Jain Rudra, Kolkata, Professor P.K. Bhattacharya, NITTR, Kolkata, G. Nanjappa, Bangalore, and many of our members tried their best to expand the activities of IPHE all over India. During the last 40 years, IPHE organized local, regional, national and international conferences and seminars in almost all the important cities of India. Many of the proceedings are still available for purchase in IPHE office. All these proceedings are worth preserving in the reference library We established our regional centers in many states like Delhi, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal, Assam, Mizoram, Tripura, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, Jammu and Kashmir, Arunachal Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh. We are trying our best to revive the activities of some centers where they could not update their activities like others. At the moment, our HRD division is very active. A number of training centers are conducted at the IPHE headquarters, Kolkata. Government of India, IPHE has recognized IPHE to organize a few special courses at Kolkata. We like to expand our HRD activities in the regional centers also. We have quite a few publications. Details are available from IPHE office. Email IPHE@gmail.com. Those who have valuable documents can be had from IPHE headquarters. IPHE building CK58, Salt Lake City, Kolkata 91, India. IPHE is very much involved in R&D activities. If someone is interested, he may send his biodata to IPHE office for record and use when necessary. They may send their names and communication details to IPHE so that we may keep them on our mailing list. This is all. This is the complete date. This is from the year 1972 to 2012. This report is due for that time. 1972, 1986. The report is for that period. Thank you very much for listening. Report.
Thank you, Mr. Ghosh, for nicely presenting the item of our beloved Shikita, who is unable to attend this program, but he was mentally prepared to join. But physique is not permitting us because he is just nearer to 90, at the age of 90, and this temperature condition, so he is not feeling well. Thank you for his 40-year journey. Now, we have divided into three parts, 1972 to 86, that was the journey of IPHE by Srinyogi, but he has mentioned for the one additional year up to 2012. So next part is 1986 to 2002, then the golden era in IPHE history by Engineer Bhusishta Kumar Sengupta, immediate past secretary chair IPHE. Please, sir.
So, ladies and gentlemen, though a very warm and humid climate is for you there when you go outside the building, but from us, from IPHE, I on behalf of IPHE just offer you a very warm and, what should I say, a very cordial welcome in this mini climate. Actually, I remember when I was asked by one of our teachers after our postgraduate classes, what to mean by mini climate? Actually, there was air conditioner in the room, and I just, eventually I didn't know it, but I just say, well, it is air conditioner. Well, okay, it is mini climate. So, in this mini climate, I offer you on behalf of IPHE a warm and cordial welcome. Though, if you go outside, there is a very warm and humid climate waiting for you. In the program, as has already been told, the history of IPHE has been divided into three closed compartments. Like a flowing river, if you compare IPHE as a dynamic organization, it's very difficult to just segregate the history of IPHE in three closed compartments. And obviously, there is likely to be, and obviously there is, some, say, duplication or what should I say, overcrowding or duplication, as you say, between different aspects. So when the first part has been already told by and as clearly described by Sri Bose on behalf of Sri Nyori, the father of Vision, the father of IPHE, whose actual in single endeavor has taken and been brought, made IPHE what it is today. I will go to the second part, though it's not a closed compartment. I will just give a very small salient feature of IPHE after where Sri Nyori completed his just description. The Institution of Public Health Engineers India, IPHE, has just completed its golden jubilee year of existence. For an NGO or non-profit making organization, as we call it, it is no mean an achievement. This decade saw a number of memorable events like seminars, training programs. Notable among them are a popular talk on Bengal Renaissance, starting with Sri Mahaprabhu Chaitanya, Raja Rammohon Rai to Vidyasagar to Rabindranath to Aurobindo to Lashkar Datta, who took active part in the Bengal Renaissance, and also a PowerPoint presentation of a visit of Antarctica by Sri Srijit Bhattacharya, one of the vice presidents of Ardent Bengal. And there was also a national sustainable seminar on sustainable development with City of Calcutta in retrospect. In addition of many consultancy studies undertaken by IPHE, two very important large consultancy studies, one WHO sponsored study of infectious medical waste of state hospitals, and another one of Asian Development Bank sponsored study of refurbishment of underground sewerage system of Calcutta, were the two very important studies taken up by IPHE. The Golden Jubilee celebration started with a curtain program during March 2022, and the curtain down program is now being observed in May 2023. All throughout the year, well chopped out program comprising popular seminars, environmental awareness program in schools have been held very successfully. A two-day seminar was arranged at Hotel Stadium on the theme Urban Waste Management and Air Pollution Control, Issues and Challenges. Kolkata Regional Center also arranged for a national seminar on environmental engineering and management at this very hall of IPHE. This decade witnessed some very important events. The third water supply conference was held at Kampala, which was attended to by Professor Kejana, and he represented India. The World Urban Forum arranged for a roundtable meet at Naples, Italy, and Messrs. Sulov International in collaboration with IPHE attended it. A talk on sustainable water supply was also delivered by Professor Dr. Rashid Kumar Mishra, President of the Third World Center on Water Management, on the theme of pricing of urban services, including water supply. Vishwabharat University, in collaboration with IPHE, organized a national seminar on environmental issues, protection, conservation and management. IPHE observed World Environment Day in association with US Consulate Calcutta. The theme was ecological conservation, wildlife protection and environmental management. During January 2018, IPHE arranged for a roundtable conference in collaboration with Leh University and Arsenic Task Force of the Government of West Bengal on the theme Dehumidification freshwater resources and challenges of arsenic and fluoride mitigation of groundwater, role of innovative technology. IPHE also arranged for a panel discussion on critical issues and concern for Kolkata wetlands on World Water Day. The Kolkata wetlands, which had already been declared as a heritage site under announced declaration, is under urbanization phase. A national seminar was also arranged on waste management of urban local bodies. Concern was expressed about waste management through the golden rule of reduce, recycle, recover and reuse. While RT was also observed on environmental awareness through tree plantation and personal hygiene program in association with Oriana Vidyamuti. IPHE attended a roundtable conference arranged by National Academy of Sciences, Government of India at Bhopal. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan also arranged a seminar on water and wastewater management at Haldia, which was also actively participated by the IPHE. The years 2020-2021 saw the worst calamity in the history of mankind when the pandemic COVID destroyed the social, physical and economic fabric of the society. IPHE was no exception to that and had to suspend all normal activities. In spite of that, rooftop solar panel has been installed at the rooftop of IPHE solar building with technical support from West Bengal Pollution Control Board. This has resulted in substantial reduction in power consumption and electricity cost. A medical check has come was also arranged with the assistance of Hoki's Hospital operating this Kolkata. Live demonstration of emergency like heart attacks evoked keen interest among members. As part of the ongoing Golden Jubilee program, we had popular talks on air pollution by Dr. Kollan Dusro, on infinity by Professor Kobi Dai, and water social management by Equipment and Water System Engineers Company. IPHE also conducted environmental awareness program for school students through interactive sessions at Salt Lake Pond School, Koryada Vidya Mandir, and Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Special mention must be made at the World Conference at Calcutta. The theme was water supply and sanitation at mid-decade. The inauguration was performed at the London Auditorium and parallel sessions were held both London Auditorium and Science City Auditorium. A retrospection of the events the conference had may be very amusing to conjecture. In 1980 to 96, to cover all the urban areas of India with water supply, the estimated cost was approximately 52,000 crores. And all incoming, central plan, state plan, bilateral assistance, etc., would come to only 27 to 30,000 crores, leaving a balance of about 22,000 crores, which was very heavy by Jubilee. And for your information, even today, after some 37 years have passed, we have not been able to just achieve our goal, which was contemplated at the mid-decade of 1986. The seminar was preceded by a press conference held at New Delhi, which was taken by Sri Prashant Kapoor, Honorable MIC and Chairman of the Organizing Committee. Both CMD and British Council were very actively associated with that. The Government of India arranged for consortium of delegates from all the states of India. The Department of Science and Technology, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, etc. Government of India sponsored the program. With permission of Sri Satyajit Ray and assistance of Sri Prashant Kapoor, permission to be obtained for use of London Auditorium, Sri Suru, myself, and Sri Alok Chatterjee of CNG went to Sri Satyajit Ray's residence at Bishop Letroy Road for obtaining the permission, and who kindly granted the permission for using London for conducting the seminars and all parallel sessions at London, which are mainly then being utilized for cinema stories. And many years, 60 to 90 foreign delegates attended the seminar. The foreign collaborator was from Lahore University of UK, Professor John Dickford from Lahore, and Dr. Partha Ghosh from British Council, Kolkata, took active part in the seminar. Mrs. A. Chakraborty, CEO of CNG, was the chairperson of the Finance Committee, and more than 8 lakhs could be collected during that period. At the behest of Prashant Kapoor, chairperson of the Organizing Committee, and Mrs. A. Chakraborty, Finance Committee chairperson, the savings of about 1.8 lakhs was donated to IPHE. Lunches and dinners were sponsored by both Kolkata Municipal Corporation, Kolkata Food Trust, and dinners and lunches were held at Kolkata Club and CPT Club. The foreign delegates paid their delegate fees in dollars and foreign exchanges, and Lahore University got that share, and IPHE did not get any share out of that. Both Calcutta Doordarshan and All India Radio took very active part in that event. TV and TV interviews were held by both the authorities. Both AIR and Doordarshan patronized the event by allowing and sponsoring their classified artists to take part in the evening cultural function. Individual interviews were taken by foreign delegates through the courtesy of both the agencies organized interviews. They organized interviews of foreign delegates by these organizations. CMDA played a very significant role in all the events, including resource mobilization, sponsoring delegates, and taking active role in day-to-day affairs. Dr. Bindeshwar Padma of International made the first donation of rupees 50,000 in the chamber of Sekosantosur at CMD headquarters, and that was the beginning of collection of funds for that event of with electricity. Parallel sessions were held at both London as well as Science City areas. In fact, the event was both a memorable and a grand successful event. And after that, there were two more wedding events, one at New Delhi and another at Science City, and they are also very successful events. But as far as foreign delegates are concerned, their attendance and their active participation, etc., use of non-party custom, etc., and very many other things, sponsoring of delegates from all the 22 states of India and the guest of Ministry of Urban Development, all these help to make the event a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sadar, dear, the senior was nicely highlighted the period of golden era of IPHE, what we have heard now. We have organized holiday, we have organized seminar, conferences all the country. And now, next part is 2002 to 2020. The object of this meeting is 20 years of IPHE in the new millennium. It has to be written by me. Institution of Public Health Engineers, the IPHE, is a premier forum on public health and environmental engineering of the country, established in 1972 as a modest society. The IPHE has played all over the country, headquarters at South Lake, Kolkata. In the last year, that is 2022, IPHE has completed 50 years of successful journey and organized a good number of technical programs throughout the year, along with two numbers of seminars held on the 21st January 2023 on the subject urban waste management and air pollution control issues and challenges, and 25th February 2023 on the subject environmental engineering management. Today we are organizing closing ceremony program of Golden Jubilee Year by IPHE. Garden Preserve program of Golden Jubilee Year was organized in a befitting manner on 9th March 2022. We also organized a carpenters program of IPHE for 33 years celebration held on 7 February 2005. Actually, IPHE started the journey by a team of engineers, mainly public health and environmental engineers, under the leadership of engineer Shishir Kumar Yegi in the year 1972. He probably posed when he did in his speech. Mr. Yogi nicely explained the tough period of initial journey by IPHE since 72. With determination and dedication, along with a strong vision and mission, IPHE has completed 50 years of journey. Thereafter, in the application to immediate past secretary general, who also nicely highlighted that how IPHE has expanded its activities during the period, which is 2022. 2002, a real sense of golden era where IPHE has entered into international arena. Now it is my turn to highlight the activities of 2002 to 2020. In the year 2002, we have organized 20th National Convention at Visakhapatnam and OET Conference at Kolkata in a befitting manner. I'm just short on next check. Next, in the year 2003, IPHE organized a national seminar on advancement in materials, equipment and technology in public health engineering on 5th December 2003 at Kolkata, organized by IPHE Kolkata Center with the support of headquarters. Thereafter, in the year 2004, we have organized a national seminar on environmental engineering at Hanbag. In the year 2005, IPHE organized 21st National Conference on Environmental Engineering at Bhubaneswar. Next, in the year 2006, organized 22nd National Conference on Environmental Engineering at Varanasi. Organized 23rd National Conference on Environmental Engineering at Coimbatore. Organized in that year, organized national seminar on waste management and HRT, requirement in water and sanitation sector with respect to millennium goals on 20th and 21st January 2006 at Kolkata. Seminar we have felicited more eminent public health engineers of the country, namely Engineer A.G. Bole, P.K. Chatterjee, Engineer Duglena, and Engineer Gulab Ahmed. Sri Vikas Ranjan Bhattacharjee, leading Honorable Mayor of Kolkata, presented the felicitation and citation for lifetime achievement day. In the year 2007, organized a workshop on water year 2007 at Kolkata. In the year 2008, organized a national seminar on water supply, recycling of waste water management, material improvement on 8 March 2008 at Kolkata, organized by IPHE Kolkata Center. In the year 2009, organized a national seminar on water supply and sanitation management, context to Millennium Development Goal on 13th and 14th February 2009 at Kolkata, organized by IPHE Kolkata Center. Along with organized a national seminar on advanced environmental engineering at Kerala. In the year 2010, organized a national seminar on cyclone and its aftermath in the backdrop of IPHE, role of professionals on 26th and 27th February 2010 in Kolkata, organized by IPHE Kolkata Center. Organized a national conference on engineering materials, equipment and instruments at Kolkata. Thereafter, we have organized in commemoration of 150th birth anniversary of Kavi Guru Rabindranath Tagore, a symposium on perceptions of Rabindranath Tagore on nature and environment on 26th September 2010 at Kolkata. In the year 2011, organized 24th National Convention on water and sanitation utility services in India and their health implications and promotion. Along with these activities, the IPHE organized a national seminar on sustainable environmental management on 26 February 2011 at Kolkata, organized by IPHE Kolkata Center. In this seminar, we have organized a laser animation show by an extra Oscar-owned animator, Sri Manik Sarkar, the eldest son of all-time great magician of India, Jadoo Sarkar, late P.C. Sarkar. Sri Manik Sarkar is the CEO, President of Sarkar Engineering INC and Electrical Consulting Engineering firm of Denver, Colorado, USA, which did the lighting design for Denver International Airport, Sports Center in Japan, palaces for Saudi princes, so on and so forth. In the year 2012, IPHE organized a Green Summit at Agra. In the year 2013, organized a national seminar on community development and river pollution control, critical issues and concerns on 4th and 5th February 2013 at Kolkata, organized by IPHE. In the year 2014, organized a two-day national conference on piped water supply and sewerage systems at New Delhi, 24th-25th January 2014. In the year 2015, organized a national seminar on real estate boom, supplementary and complementary infrastructure, water supply, sanitation, environment services, and social perceptions on 21st February 2015 at Kolkata, organized by IPHE Kolkata Center. In the year 2016, organized a national seminar on such Bharat Drive for Solid Waste Management in association with Indian Water Works Association and SJV Institute of Technology at Bengaluru, 23rd September 2016. In the year 2017, organized a national seminar on management of stormwater drainage system in urban India on 21st January 2017 at New Delhi. In the year 2018, organized a one-day consultation on rewilding freshwater resources and challenges of fluoride and arsenic mitigation of groundwater, role of innovative technology in association with the University USA and Arsenic Task Force West Bengal on 3rd January 2018 at Kolkata. Organized a 2 days national seminar on waste management and local self-government, municipalities and panchayat in association with Vishwa Bharati on 16th and 17th March 2018 at Shanti West Bengal. Organized a 2 days national seminar on the same year on sustainable infrastructure development, the Kolkata story in association with Institution of Civil Engineers UK and Consulting Engineering Association of India on 16th and 17th November 2018 at Kolkata. In the year 2019, IPHE organized a national seminar on abatement of industrial pollution, issues and challenges on 2nd March 2019 at Kolkata, organized by IPHE Kolkata Center. Organized in the same year, organized a national conference on sustainable infrastructure, potable water and wastewater on 31st March 2019 at Delhi. Due to the COVID pandemic in the year 2020 and 21, all activities of the whole country, including our state as well, so IPHE came to a standstill, resulting in reduction of office working days and communication gap. During these 2 years, we have lost a number of our esteemed members who during their lifetime enriched us many ways. Today we remember them and pay our respects to the departed souls. Due to the corona pandemic, we could not hold usual meetings, publish and send journals in time, organize seminars, popular talk, etc., and hold executive council meeting also. Council meetings are being held with minimum possible members. Thereafter, Moreover, IPHE about 40 national conferences and 3 international conferences, 1 at Delhi and 2 at Kolkata of the focus areas have already been organized. The international conferences were organized in collaboration with Northcote University UK and all of which were attended by around 150 foreign delegates from nearly 50 countries. The headquarters itself also the regional centers regularly observe World Environment Day, World Water Day, Public Health Engineers Day, and many more national and international days relevant for the institution with active support from the UNICEF, WHO, and other agencies, institutions, industries. IPHE undertaking a training program. A few dates are there. DFID sponsored training program for common community development societies, grassroots level field workers for slum improvement in different municipalities under Kolkata Urban Services for the Poor ASUP program 2006 to 2008. CPHE, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Government of India sponsored refresher courses on various topics every year for in-service public health engineers, environmental engineers or public health engineering departments, various boards and corporations of various state governments of the country. Training program for the stakeholders under hospital management, project sponsored by Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of West Bengal 2000 to 2001. In-service training of assistant engineers and sub-assistant engineers of Kolkata Municipal Corporation, sponsored by Asian Development Bank under Kolkata Environmental Improvement Program 2007 to 2010. In-service multi-skill upgradation program in real estate sector on plumbing and sanitation work to mechanical electrical work 2014-15. 1 year training courses for sanitary inspectors. Other tailor-made training programs sponsored by various organizational institutions. With IPHE undertaking collaborative R&D and investigation survey to take a complete view under the category Hindustan Unilever sponsored study on performance evaluation of domestic pillar for removal of arsenic and microbial contamination. Tata Group sponsored study on PVC pipe for water supply. And study of asbestos as drinking water supply pipe material on health and environment sponsored by electricity plastic. These are the basic things during this video what I have mentioned. So that's all. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Next, I will request Professor Mujumdar, Vice President IPHE India, to give a speech on sustainable development and environmental protection role of public health engineers. What?
Good afternoon. In this session, I'll be just highlighting certain issues basically with respect to sustainable development and environmental protection. However, this would be related with basically public health engineering. We use and manipulate physical resources such as natural energy, that is waves, wind, hydroelectric and water. Basically, we are using our natural resources for all our development. Now, if we look into the developmental activities, basically what we say in Bengali, the Shilpo Vikas, IPHE, Golden Jubilee. IPHE Golden Jubilee. Now we what is mentioned is that we are altering the topography of terrestrial and aquatic system through road building and through structure of flood alleviation, protection from erosion, etc., creating new physical setting in which living systems have to exist and function. We are having very many activities for infrastructural development, but basically we are using our natural resources. Whenever we are constructing many structures in our arena, public health engineering, water treatment plant, sewage treatment plant, or infrastructural development with road, building, bridges, etc., we are using basically the natural resources. In doing so, we are cutting forest, we are changing the ecology. It is having adverse impact on the human being as well as plant, animal. So these developmental activities must be there, definitely. But we should not compromise with respect to the environment. Basically, therefore, it will have adverse impact on the health of the people. Natural system, living system supply humanity with an array of indispensable and irreplaceable services that support our life on earth. These include direct resources such as building products, food, medicine, clothing materials. So everything we are getting almost from our natural resources. Living systems also provide functional services such as maintenance of the appropriate mix of atmospheric gases, generation and preservation of soils, disposal of waste, restoration of systems following disturbances, control of pest, cycling of nutrient, and pollination of crops. Now, we in India have a tradition which possesses that every living system being inexorably linked with the surrounding that consist of living and non-living organisms. Our Vedas proclaim that the ecosystem is the very basic on which life is founded. It has paid to obey to every aspect of the environment. Our tradition also teaches us that life consists of 5 elements: earth, air, water, fire, and space. It is within this traditional framework our consciousness on environment has emerged over the past centuries. On the other hand, it is also a fact that environmental consciousness in the developed countries is an offshoot of the way of life which has exerted on the ecosystem. No doubt, the radical innovations in the fields of science and technology have brought about new avenues for the control of the Earth's resources, yet it has done so at the expense of the life-sustaining elements. So we have technological advancement definitely, but parallelly there is environmental degradation also. if only one hand technological advancement has bettered human life, on the other hand, it has sharply intensified pollution of the environment and possesses severe threat to future generations. But whenever there will be activity, there will be pollution. After any use, the quality of that component is getting changed. Say for example, if we are using water, the quality of the water is getting changed. So whenever any change is there with respect to quality, it is termed as pollution. But the issue is that we have to have pollution control measures. There must be environmental management plan that need to be developed and need to be followed so that we can save our environment and public health. Now, public health is the science and art of preventing diseases. Basically, this public health relates to medical fraternity or also as with respect to engineering fraternity. The public health is the science and art of preventing diseases, promoting life and health through organized effort and informed choices of society, organization, public and private communities and individuals. And the dimension of health can encompass a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. It is defined by World Health Organization. So public health incorporates the interdisciplinary approaches of epidemiology, biostatistics, and health services, environmental health, community health, behavioral health, health economics, public policy, insurance, medicine, and occupational safety and health. Whenever we are teaching public health engineers, our syllabus, besides environmental basic engineering, we are also providing training on this particular issue. The All India Institute of Hygiene and Public Health, which was entrusted with public health engineering manpower development in the country by Ministry of Urban Development as well as Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, organized every year the Master of Engineering Program Public Health Engineering. And fortunately, all participants were taught these subjects also parallelly with respect to basic engineering, environmental engineering, the epidemiology, biostatistics, health services, environmental health, community health, occupational safety and health, everything. What is that? Then environmental health, if we look into, what is pollution? Environmental pollution, a biotic or abiotic change causing degradation of the environment is environmental pollution. So different components of environment may get degraded, resulting in pollution. Pollution is caused due to change in the quality, rendering the component to be not suitable for use. So it is a comparative that way. The quality of water for drinking is not same with respect to the quality of bathing water. The environmental health problem may take place due to environmental pollution. Suffering of people is increasing due to environmental health problem, increasing morbidity as well as mortality. Common environmental health problems are due to basically lack of water supply, water pollution, lack of sanitation, lack of liquid waste management, absence of proper solid waste management, soil pollution, chemical poisoning and pollution, risk of contamination through food chain, occupational hazards, air pollution, and climate change. Now, if we look into the ecological imagery of a city, basically the declining environmental quality, if we look into declining environmental quality, if we first choose the air pollution, the air pollution is caused due to the construction activity, vehicle and industry. Declining environmental quality due to water contamination. This water contamination is responsible due to lack of water quality monitoring and surveillance, due to leakages in the pipeline, because contaminants can enter to the pipeline. Intermittent water supply is causing water contamination. And finally, due to water contamination, there will be waterborne diseases. Then comes the water pollution directly. It can be groundwater pollution and surface water pollution. The groundwater pollution could be due to geogenic reason as well as anthropogenic reason. The example could be also from the leachate from the municipal solid waste and hazardous waste. The surface water is causing, it is also getting polluted due to discharge of untreated or partially treated wastewater. The declining environmental quality is due to filling of wetlands. This is very important, filling of wetlands. So this filling of wetland is changing the basic ecology, and as a result, it is having adverse impact on the health of the people. For example, if you see the East Kolkata wetland, for example, just an example, 12,900 hectare is the area of the East Kolkata wetland, out of which 3,900 hectare is water bodies. There are 364 pisciculture units. Now this pisciculture unit, this is Ramsar declared wetland. We have to preserve that. This is working as a carbon sink, number one. This is important. It is providing oxygen. It is basically the kidney of Calcutta. It is providing sewage treatment for the city of Kolkata. Around 910 million liters of wastewater is getting treated as per official documents submitted by West Bengal Pollution Control Board to the National Green Tribunal. But according to our study from Jadavpur University that we did for IPHE, we found 1100 million liters of wastewater is getting treated in the East Kolkata wetland. What I try to emphasize here is that filling of the wetland will therefore have adverse impact on the environment. Another important thing is definitely the deficiency of municipal solid waste management and biomedical waste management. Directly they will be risk to the public health. Then industrial hazards. This will have a direct impact on the environment and human beings. Noise pollution is another very important issue that we know. We are talking about this noise pollution today, and many activists are working in West Bengal to stop this noise pollution. 90 decibel is the maximum limit, and this is causing basically environmental pollution that way. Congestion and visual nuisance is another very important, encroachment, etc. And the declining trend of greenery, park, playground, open spaces, etc. Then, public health engineering. Public health engineering believes prevention is better than cure. Therefore, the public health engineering aims basically or teaches basically prevention. So prevention part is public health engineering. Cure part may be with respect to the medical domain. This is within this medical domain, but the prevention is better. So therefore, if we are supplying water for the community, it must be assured supply, safe supply, secure supply. It takes measures to prevent environmental degradation and pollution. So public health engineering takes measures to prevent environmental degradation and pollution. Public health engineering provides basic services to the people. And these services, water safety and security, water conservation and management, assured water supply, sanitation, sewerage and drainage, liquid waste management, solid and hazardous waste management, biomedical waste management, pollution control, risk management, environmental impact assessment and environmental management plan. And this is a very important development in the field of environmental engineering, that it is mandatory on the part of the project proponent to carry out environmental impact assessment and parallelly the environmental management plan. And Environmental Impact Assessment Authority of different states are giving environmental clearance to projects that need clearance as per law of this country. Shelter and housing also coming within us. Personal hygiene, environmental ethics, awareness and motivation. This is briefly coming within public health engineering. Sustainable development aims to facilitate improved quality of life of the people, and public health engineering deals with all components of civic services that are related to day-to-day life of the people. Public health engineering helps people to satisfy their humanitarian needs, and public health engineering plays an important role in controlling pollution and environmental degradation with an aim to protect public health and ensure well-being of the society. Then we come to, say, for example, water safety and security. Quickly. Ensuring sustainability of water sources. Whenever we are providing and taking up water supply scheme, our basic objective is sustainability of the water source, whether it is a groundwater source or surface water source. Now, surface water source, if we talk about, there are risks associated with the surface water quality because of discharge of untreated or partially treated wastewater. We are monitoring River Ganga. The government of India has taken flagship program Namami Gange for abatement of pollution of River Ganga. This particular program started in the year 1985. Ganga Action Plan Phase 1. We are continuing that with an aim to have Nirmal Dhara, and we must have a quality that need to be followed with respect to class C as per MOEF. Now this quality therefore is very important. The groundwater quality if we look into, we have problem of arsenic, geogenic problem. We have excess fluoride, geogenic problem. The total dissolved solids is getting increased in many places of the country because of the overdraw of water. Water table is coming down. The 7,500 kilometer of coastal area starting from Gujarat to our Sundarban, this is under risk due to high salinity. The quality of the water is getting deteriorated due to presence of uranium today. We have found uranium in Punjab. Recently I have heard that uranium has been found in other states including Bihar. We don't know about West Bengal. So therefore the groundwater quality is an important issue. Another important issue is with respect to the standard. When we are working in All India Institute of Health and Public Health, at that time, we are dealing with arsenic problem mitigation program. Professor Nath was there at that time, directed. The maximum contamination level, that is level of acceptable limit, was 0.01 milligram per liter. Permissible limit was at that time 0.05 milligram per liter. In 2015, it has now changed to 0.01 milligram per liter. And as a result, we are getting we are getting newer zone with arsenic contamination. States like Karnataka is having arsenic contamination. The other states also we are getting arsenic because 10 ppb is the standard. So what I try to mention here is that ensuring sustainability of the water quality, this is important. We are supplying water, public health engineering supplying water from deep tube well, and after 2 years we find arsenic has come into the tube well. Then we have to install arsenic removal plant. So the source is therefore not sustainable. So we are harping on this particular issue of source sustainability. Water resource sources must be perennial and available throughout the year. Surface water quality must conform to at least class C. That is, BOD should not be more than 3 milligram per liter. dissolved oxygen should not be less than 4 milligram per liter. Groundwater shall be free from geogenic as well as anthropogenic contamination. Water supply authority shall draw water safety plan. I bring here this particular issue of water safety plan. This plan has been originally prepared by World Health Organization. It is to ensure from catchment to the consumer. This ensures that catchment to consumer at risk and hazard-free status, so that consumer can get adequate water supply. The water is coming from New Town, from Devendra Bala Ghat of Ganga. So from catchment, that is Devendra Bala Ghat, and adjoining Ganga, from that point to the consumer at New Town flat owner's house, we have to ensure that it is risk-free and hazard-free. We have drawn this water safety plan with ADB. I was also a member of the consultant to prepare the water safety plan for non-24 Parganas and Bankura under the ADB funded project to the Kolkata engineering. Now this water safety plan therefore ensure safe water supply to the community. Otherwise, people will buy water. The habit of the people is to buy water. Habit of the people is to install a water purifier at the house. Now, what is this water purifier is doing for New Town or Calcutta? You are getting water from river Ganga, having TDS 160 to 180 milligram per liter. Excellent. Maximum desirable limit as per BIS 500 milligram per liter. Our river Ganga, Calcutta is providing 160 to 180 milligram per liter, and then we are installing an RO in our house. From 160 it is coming down to 30 or 20 milligram per liter. Is it good? So good water is becoming bad water because of the installation of water purifier. I am not against water purifier. My point is very simple. Let the quality be tested, and then you install the water purifier. So, Honorable National Green Tribunal has banned installation of RO water purifier if the TDS is less than 500 milligram per liter. So this is very important that I wanted to say. Water conservation and management is another very important issue. Promoting water conservation by minimizing unaccounted for water. How much we are wasting? 32 to 42% water. Now the different cities and town municipal corporation are taking measures to minimize that. Calcutta Municipal Corporation took a project in North Calcutta, installed water meter. Please note that if we have water, so when after installing water meter, we found per capita utilization of water from 600 liter per person per day, it has come down to 200. What is the standard requirement of water as per Government of India? For mega city, metro city, 150 liters per capita per day. So therefore, this is important that unaccounted for water should be controlled. Maximum limit is 15%. Recycling and reuse of water, rainwater harvesting for storage and recharging, watershed management, construction of impounding reservoir. This we are talking about because of the fact that our groundwater resources is coming down. Only one example, 4,000 billion cubic meter is the rainfall of this country, India. 4,000 billion cubic meter is the rainfall. 12% of this rainfall is stored in groundwater resources, and roughly 16% of this rainfall is stored in the surface water resource. That is 28% of the rainfall is getting reserved, stored in groundwater and surface water resource. Rest 72% is going out. So therefore, Government of India and state government has taken now flagship program, massive program, watershed management, recycling and reusing. Building laws are getting changed. Environmental clearance when we are providing, it is mandatory rainwater harvesting and recharging. Global warming and climate change, this is important. This adverse impact of global warming and climate change, maximum we are getting in water resources directly. This will increase not only the water level of the sea, but also due to erratic rainfall, our groundwater storage will not be recharged that way. The rainfall now, shorter period, maximum intensity. So it is not getting time for recharging. So this particular climate change and global warming is important, and the impact to water resources will be given due importance. And accordingly, specific action plan must be drawn in the regions suffering from the water stress and water acute condition. Water stress means per capita availability less than 17,000 cubic meter per year per person. Water acute condition means less than 1100 cubic meter per person per year. So Government of India along with state government has taken program so that this particular impact could be mitigated by taking proper measures. Municipal corporation and municipalities say for the supply under this urban local bodies supply water as per requirement to the citizen. Water as per country's constitution is a state subject. Water is a human right. In India, government supply water to the people. In urban areas, municipal corporation, municipality supplies water to the citizens, and rural areas, public health engineering along with Gram Panchayat supplying water to these people. So, water is a human right. As such, everybody must get water for drinking, cooking, and other uses. The supply water must be safe. There must be arrangement and facilities for water quality monitoring and surveillance. From All India Institute of Hygiene and Public Health, first time we developed this particular program, water quality monitoring and surveillance. Professor Nath was there, our team leader. We went to the villages of Midnapur, selected villages. We developed water testing field kit first time in the country, 1996-97. And model villages developed where the villagers were analyzing drinking water quality. Safety was assured to the villagers. So what I try to mention is that that particular model program was appreciated by the Planning Commission and Ministry of Health Family Welfare. Ultimately, a decision was taken at the central level to develop water quality monitoring and surveillance program in the country. In 2005, Honorable Venkata Naidu, the minister at that time, and was past vice president of the country, inaugurated this particular program. I was present in Delhi because it was done in collaboration with the All India Institute of Hygiene and Public Health. What I try to indicate here is this: today, all states are having this water quality monitoring and surveillance, and West Bengal Public Health Engineering Department developed so far 220 Gramin laboratory, village laboratory, which is functioning. So this is a step taken. I mean, this is a step taken by the public health engineers to develop this water quality monitoring and surveillance. The central government, along with all state government in the country, has launched Jal Jeevan Mission. That is a flagship program through which every house in the villages will get functional household tap connection. Who is working with this? Public health engineering department of the country. The task, no doubt, tremendous and challenges. It can be debated whether everybody will get water, whether your tap would be opened throughout the supply chain. These questions are there. I am not raising this question whether everybody will get as per their requirement of water or people will get more water. But task, no doubt, tremendous challenge. Under Amrut program, all left out houses of urban local bodies will be connected by water supply and payment connection. So this is also within this domain of the public health engineering today, and all urban local bodies are taking the advantage of this particular program apart from water supply scheme. This is particularly important because everybody will get water at the doorstep. In rural areas, household tap connection will save huge time and energy for women population as well as considerable health benefit of rural population. This R&D study we carried out in All India Institute of Health and Public Health. Professor Nath was there. We went to Nepal, different parts of India. I had been to Sudan to study what is the time taken for collecting water. In India and Nepal, women folk were carrying water. Distance place, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. We used oxylon. That was measuring the calorie spent in collecting water. What was the result? We found from our study 800 to 1000 kilocalorie energy were spent by women for collecting drinking water. Now the water you are getting at your doorstep, at your house, by opening tap you are getting water. So you are saving your time and energy. So women can work in self-help. Time can be provided for rearing their children. So it is a socio-economic benefit of the poor by providing water connection at the house. Rural sanitation and liquid waste management. Under such Bharat Mission Gramin 1 program, all villages in the country have been designated as open defecation free, ODF. Everybody in the villages use toilet now, and success came through awareness, motivation, people's participation, people's movement. In 2014, the coverage of rural sanitation was 40% in the country, and by 2019, the coverage 100%. So it is through people's movement. And the public health engineers work through day and night. But what is the model of this toilet developed by All India Institute of Health and Public Health? This is 2 feet 4 plus toilet was developed by IPHE. It is an alternative to septic tank. If you look into the engineering of this particular toilet, it is requiring only 2 liters of water for flushing. In our home, we require 12 liters for flushing water. This is an important. Septic tank is a closed chamber. 2 feet 4 leach pit. 2 feet 4 plus toilet means leach pit. It is leaching water. It is not a closed chamber. It is converting directly the night soil, human excreta to manure. In septic tank, you require septage management for treatment of the septage or fecal sludge. Development of 2 feet 4 plus toilet is a successful research with unique solution to rural sanitation. ODF status is providing safeguard to environment and public health. And under such Bharat Mission 2, now we are SBM 2, emphasizing on liquid waste management as well as septage management. Massive activities has taken up throughout the country to achieve this objective. Then we come to the urban sanitation liquid waste management, the implementation of sanitary sewerage and storm sewerage in smart cities. We have very many selected smart cities in this country, and their separate systems are being laid for sanitary sewerage and storm sewerage. Laying of sanitary sewerage in some Ganga town under Namami Ganga program. This is basically the installation of interception and diversion and sewage treatment plant for abatement of river pollution. Development of newer technology in sewage treatment. We have developed new technology like SBR, sequential barrier. This SBR technology is sufficient to treat sewage as per norms set up by Honorable National Grid. So these are the development of newer technology in the field of sewage treatment. Development of septic management system in the villages. It is not that the development is of the high tech. We are developing low tech technologies like constructed bed tank. It is not requiring any energy. Natural treatment system. Now we have establishment pond. We have dark pond. We have very many types of technology that has been developed that can treat wastewater without any energy. It is basically natural treatment system. Then we have a solid waste management. This is introducing the objective of resource recovery. As per rule 2016, we are emphasizing on the resource recovery. This is important. This is composting, biomethanation, generating electricity. Also, we are generating CNG, waste to energy. This is basically with respect to some waste which are having higher calorific value, generating electricity. MRF, material recovery facility. This is a new concept where we are segregating the dry waste so that it can be recycled. Aim is for sustainable development, sustainable solid waste management. Both urban and rural solid waste management system are included in Swachh Bharat Mission program. 2. Bioremediation and biomining processes have been taken up for managing legacy waste with an aim to reclaim land and also resource recovery. Part of the Mullar Valley in Newtown has been declared on. Everywhere this reclaiming is going on throughout the country. Throughout the country, it is not in West Bengal. Everywhere we are doing biomining to get back the land. Pollution control as per Water Act 1974 and Environment Protection Act 1986 and subsequent rules and regulation measures have been taken for control of air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, soil pollution. The State Pollution Control Board, Central Pollution Control Board are the statutory authority for controlling the pollution. Environmental monitoring is carried out for different essential parameters for assessing the extent and magnitude of pollution and thereby taking up to mitigation measures. AQI, Air Quality Index, every day you are getting. It is getting monitored. We have many monitoring stations. This is coming under National Air Quality Monitoring Program throughout the country. We are getting different parameters. We can assess the quality and we find in the winter season the quality is becoming extremely poor. We have to take measures to control this air pollution and there are ways and means by which it can be definitely controlled. The last one is the EIA and EMP. This particular tool is important. The environmental impact assessment and environmental management plan are the two key tools for ensuring sustainable development and minimizing environmental risk. For project proponents, it can enhance the feasibility and quality of project design. So it is an advantage to the project proponent. Reduce cost and delays associated with environmental compliance. Improve the stakeholders' engagement and social acceptance and demonstrate the commitment to environmental responsibility. And for regulators, it can facilitate the review and approval of EIA report, ensure consistency and enforceability of the environmental conditions, enable the adaptive management and follow-up the project impact, and promote the accountability and transparency of the environmental performance. So all projects, all development projects must have EIA and EMP. Though the EIA is carried out by project component proponents, as an environmentalist, we submitted the proposal to the government. Why not the government is carrying out the environmental impact assessment and the fund required for EIA should be paid by the project proponents. But as per present rule of the country, the project proponent is carrying out the EIA, proposing the EMP, and this is taken up by the proper forum, by the two committees are there who are actually scrutinizing and ultimately providing the environmental clearance for the projects. Finally, our IPHE India is a premium forum of public health and environmental engineers of the country. That has been said, that you all know. IPHE should be associated with current national flagship program. We are not that way associated. Maybe our members are working with respect to this project. We want that IPHE could be associated with Swachh Bharat Mission program. Amrut, say for performance evaluation of the projects that has been carried out. Social performance, engineering performance, Assessment of the performance is important with respect to the project. And naturally, this could be taken up by IPHE. IPHE that way could be associated. Jal Jeevan Mission, Namami Ganga, and Smart City program. So this particular flagship program is an important program, and funds are available for assessment, performance evaluation, social assessment. IPHE shall organize symposium, workshops, seminars, conferences, etc. on challenging issues of environmental science and engineering. We are doing that. Our secretary mentioned chronologically what we have done, but more could be taken up with respect to challenging issues that I want to mention. And finally, I like to mention that IPHE must get involved in research and consultancy also. If we can't carry out research and consultancy, then the institute cannot be developed. For any development of an institution, university, teaching institution, we have to carry out research and consultancy. These two are important for development. So with this, I thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, Professor Govinda. Actually, he has presented a technical paper elaborately related to public health. Topic was sustainable development and environmental protection, role of public health engineers. Obviously, what he has suggested, we should keep it in our mind for the next course of action. Now, I request our online record. Actual. Hello. Can you audible? Is you audible? Hello, President sir, is audible?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Actually, chronologically, from 72 to 2022, for the 50 years, in 3 parts, Professor, the engineer V.K. Sengupta and Mr. Sishin Yogi and myself elaborately described, and out of the total picture of the IPHE development and the future program, Professor Aruna Majumdar, he has nicely presented a paper which is related with public health engineering. Now, I will request you to Professor Professor K.J. Nath, immediate past president, the IPHE role in the national scenario in its journey through 50 years. Okay, sir. Okay, so thank you. Hey. Professor will mainly highlight the journey to 50 years role in the national seminar. National seminar is journey through 50 years. And next we have the felicitation session. The program will be for the second part.
In the national and international scenario, right now in the country. Basically, what I want to do is reviewing the development of national health policy, and in that context, very much is of IPHE. will start with Albar. 1978. Albar. A very good conference on that for all faith in Almada. The very good doctrine of health for all had a profound impact on the health policy of most of the development. A careful review of the history of medical education and development of health system in this country would lead one to the inevitable conclusion that the present medical education and health system is totally cut off from our socio-cultural roots and ecological realities. I will take you back to history, the British colonialism. In 1833, British Governor General Lord William Bentley appointed a committee to work out the principles on which the medical education was to be established in India. The most important recommendation of this committee was that the principle and practice of medical science be taught in the British and rule India should be in strict accordance with the model adopted in Europe. And thereafter, almost 150 years later, the National Health Policy Document of 1982 bluntly declared that the almost total adoption of health power development policy and establishment of a curative center based on the Western model are not appropriate and relevant to the real needs of our people. And the socio-economic condition of training in the country. It is not that the health policy health policy makers in this country were unaware of the shortcomings of the system. During the 150 years since the appointment of William Bentley Committee, a number of committees have been set up. Attempts have been made for reorienting our medical education and health delivery system. In 1943, the whole committee made a very strong recommendation for a radical change to give social and community orientation to the medical education in India, so that it would serve the masses better. That is the point we want to make. And that is the point that the emphasis from curative medical service to curative public health service. And there, that was the point where public health profession of public health engineering gained momentum. And the directive principle and the recommendations of the board committee have been reiterated in almost all health policy documents in India. But unfortunately, though there have been quantitative growth in services, both in terms of hospital and health centers, health manpower heavily subsidized by the state issue and concern of public health, particularly the social and economical and the epidemiological aspects have been continuously overlooked. The fifth plan document it is emphasis that we place on public health rather than hospital care. In 1982, the government in India, in that final policy statement, came out emphatically in favor of thorough review of the entire basis of approach towards medical and health education. And all services in the context of national equal priority. But nothing really happened. If the years of public health system development in the country under the British rule saw the establishment of a system transplanted in total from the British and European situations. During the 50 years after independence, we have provided only lip service to the need of community orientation and preventive, promotive and environmental health. You notice that if the 150 years of health service development in the British rule colonial days, so the establishment of a system transferred in total contribution and human situation during the 50 years after independence, we have provided only lip service to the need of community orientation and preventive, promotive and environmental health. As a first step towards a radically different public health approach in the 21st century, we need an in-depth social, ecological and epidemiological analysis of the national health program only on the basis of the rational and scientific, epidemiological and ecological and demographic understanding of the existing issues. We will be able to add the much needed and much talked about ecological which are dimensions to our health policy and medical education. Now, in order to add this dimension of community orientation, I feel that herein the sector of public health is becoming important. And next I will quote from the preface to the fifth plan document, chapter on health. It is written that it is a marketing computation from the writer by known as a person than Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and Jawaharlal Nehru was also the chairman of the Indian Prime Minister. The lack of hygiene environment, combative to the living, low resistance, and primarily due to the lack of adequate diet and food, lack of proper housing, lack of safe water, and proper removal of human waste, and the lack of medical care, preventive and preventive are some of the more important factors behind and health. and close roads. There are serious impediments to rapid progress. The country's financial are huge, then personnel are lacking, and the whole program of self-development is bound up with the program of social improvement. Sri Jawaharlal Nehru, the chairman of the commission, and Sri Jubilee. These statements indicate the role of public engineering profession and naturally that there is the role of institutional public.
Sorry. Thank you, sir. Professor Nath, our immediate past president, nicely highlighted a few important points. IPHE's role in the national scenario in its journey to 50 years. Thank you once again. Thank you all of you. Now we are, next program is our felicitation program. It will be in two ways. Here we will felicitate 10 people, 10 members of IPHE in physical mode, and other those who are virtually connected or virtually present in the meeting or somehow they are outside members, we will send their memento and storio to the concerned person. So, first of all, on virtual mode, it has been decided to felicitate Engineer R. Bagri. Yes. Next is Engineer P.C. Rao from Odisha, Dr. D.S. Bhargav, and Dr. Dinkar Saxena. We have also added Engineer Jubilee, who was actively associated with us and once upon a time he was the president of IPHE also. But when I contacted with his family, it's a very sad news for that he has no more, he has passed away. So it's a very sad. Anyway, so these people what I just said, we will send their memento and interview directly to their addresses. Now, in physical form, we would felicitate first of all Professor K.J. Nath. Ashwati Sushmita, please come here. Ashwati Sushmita, what are you doing there? Okay. Please come. It will be felicitated by me. Thanks. Next one, our President Secretary General Sri Shobir Mukherjee. Rashtrapati. It would be by me also.
Sir,
Next, I'll call Gautam Baisa, please come. Who will felicitate Professor Purnama Majumdar. Sorry, actually I have missed one point here. First of all, we have felicitated Professor K.J. Nath, who was the former director of All India Institute of Hygiene and Public Health. He provided duly leadership for long years for overall growth and development of IPHE. Next, we have felicitated Engineer Shomit Kumar Mukherjee, former Chief Engineer, Heavy Directorate, Government of West Bengal, and former Treasurer, IPHE. He helped stabilizing the financial situation of IPHE by coordinating different activities, including advertisement support in the IPHE journal. And thereafter, just now, we have felicitated Professor Purnama Majumdar, former Director, Professor All India Institute of Hygiene and Public Health and Vice President IPHE. His tireless effort both in the academic and R&D field of PHE has been praiseworthy. Next, again I will call Gautam Baisa to felicitate Sri B.K. Sengupta, who is the former DGO KMDA and former Secretary General IPHE. His meticulous leadership as the Secretary General IPHE will be remembered by his colleagues and engineers in different states and also in local bodies. His contribution in organizing the wedding conference in '86 in collaboration with British Council and KMDA will be on record in the history of IPHE for a long time to come. Gautam Baisa, very good. Next time for Ashish Dr. Choudhury. Ashish, please come. Who will felicitate first. Praveen Kumar Datta, former Engineering Chief, PHE Directorate. His contribution and support to IPHE in organizing Govinda, please invite. His contribution and support to IPHE organizing seminars and other events has been praiseworthy and commendable. We have for him. Next, Ashish, you felicitate Dr. N.B. Basu, Dr. Nilanshu Bhushan Basu, former Principal Chief Engineer, Kolkata Municipal Corporation, and Vice President IPHE. His dedicated endeavor both in the academic and R&D field as well as training had helped IPHE in developing a strong credential in these areas. Thank you. Next, I will request Devachyuti Raj to come here to felicitate Tarun Kumar Datta, Secretary IPHE Headquarters and Secretary IPHE Kolkata Center. His active leadership in organizing seminars and related work inspired all both in the state and in developing regions of the country. Please wait. Last, we will felicitate Engineer Probi Ghosh, former Secretary, Irrigation and Water Department, Government of West Bengal, and at present, Treasurer of IPHE. He took a lot of pains in formative stage of IPHE and was responsible for overseeing construction of the second floor of IPHE building. We record the services rendered by him with appreciation. If anybody wants to share a few words from audience for us, other challenge is not present actually. We will send the party. Any more updated? If you like to share anything for IPHE from the audience or from the guys or from the anyone, then we will come. Leader Subhash, Vice President, will say a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, sir. I mean, with my utter dismay, what I am trying to replace is this, that I am associated with this institution for a quite long time. And we have also strived for some kind of, what they call it, speeding it up, raising it up, and to make it sustainable for and attractive to the younger generation. But it is most unfortunate. My experience is that we couldn't attract any youngsters to come and join hands with us. I mean, we must strategize properly for including our younger generations for our activities, and not only that, unless and until young blood is infused in this institution will not survive. We have lost 50 years, surely 50 years is a big number, but if we are to go for excellence, particularly taking a cue from Professor Muninda deliberations, that ongoing public engineering projects, if we can associate ourselves directly, probably that will give us an impetus to improve our quality of programs as well as attract youngsters. Only in recent past I have noticed that with the initiative of Professor Muninda himself, quite a few young engineers, public health engineers in particular, had come and deliberated here their research work and other things, other achievements. I believe that we should open up that avenue in a much wider way and more actively, and probably all my colleague fellows out here, we have really grown gray hairs with little less energy to be put in for upliftment of this institution. I am sure that we all are thinking of getting it better and better in future, and we must try to induct young stars with our activity enhancement and quality of programs improve. Thank you so much.
আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি যখন আমাদের বিধাননগর কর্পোরেশনের মাননীয় মেয়র বলছিলেন একেবারে প্র্যাকটিক্যাল কতগুলো ব্যাপার, বিশেষ করে একটা ব্যাপার নিয়ে যেটা আমার খুব ভালো লাগলো, যে সিটি সেন্টারে ওই যে মহিলা চল মারলেন বাচ্চাগুলোকে তাদের শিক্ষা নিয়ে। তো এই নিয়েও বললেন একটা কথা, যখন যে বিদেশে তো ফেলেন না নোংরা রাস্তায় এরকম ভাবে। তো আমি একটা ছোট্ট ঘটনা বলবো, যেটা আমার এক বন্ধু বিদেশে গিয়েছিলেন এবং তিনি আমাকে একটি গল্প করছিলেন এটা। তাকে যারা নিয়ে গিয়েছিলেন সেই দেশের সরকার আতিথ্য দিয়ে, যিনি রিপ্রেজেন্ট করছিলেন তিনি তাকে নিয়ে একটু বেরিয়েছিলেন, যেটা কোন জায়গায় খেতে গিয়েছিলেন। তা যাওয়ার পথে যখন ফিরছেন তখন ওর সঙ্গে ছোট ছেলে ছিল যিনি নিয়ে যাচ্ছিলেন। তা সেই ছেলেটি অনেকবার বাবাকে বিরক্ত করতে, বাবা তখন জানতে চান যে বলে আপনারা কোক কিনবো, কোকের টিন কিনবো। তা বাবা ওকে একটা কোকের টিন কিনে দিয়েছেন ছোট। তবে ছেলেরা টিনটা খেয়েছে, কোকের টিনটা খেয়ে তারপরে হঠাৎ গাড়ির মধ্যে ছটফট ছটফট করছে। কি ব্যাপার ছেলেটা কিছুই বলছে না। তবে ছেলেটা অনেকক্ষণ পরে বাবার কাছে গিয়ে বলছে যে কিছু একটা বললো। তখন ভদ্রলোক আমার বন্ধু জিজ্ঞেস করলেন কি বললো। ও বলছে আমি ঘটনা ফেলবো কোথায়, তুমি একটা কোনো হোটেলে নিয়ে চলো, যেখানে ওয়েস্ট বিন আমি একটা ফেলে দেবো। তারপরে আবার সে পেছনে সিটি গিয়ে পড়েছে। তখন আমার যে বন্ধু তিনি বলছেন এটা একটা প্রবলেম হলো, যাওয়ার পরে ফেললাম।
Hello. Mr. Tarun? Can you translate for other viewers?
Mr. President, I am just explaining what my friend faced when he visited a foreign land. Actually, the chairperson of the Vizianagaram Municipal Corporation was telling that when she visited the city center, a business organization center there, she found that in a car some kiddies were waiting and their mother was there, and the children were thinking of sending their nutritional package outside the car into the street. And when they did not obey, the mother gave her children a slap. And then the chairperson took a very serious note to that. She objected and told that you must train your children in the school, in your household, so that they do not litter school, litter roads, etc., and become good citizens. I am just telling the experience that gained by one of my friends who visited the foreign land and integration of the foreign country. There, the gentleman who represented that country invited him to a restaurant for a dinner or lunch, something like that. And while they were returning, the gentleman who took it had his children, small child, in the car, who asked his father for a can of Coca-Cola. The father obliged and he purchased a can of Coca-Cola. But the boy was just one very restless that my friend asked, what makes you so restless? Now the boy did not say anything, but told his father, very stillly, why don't you go to your mobile so that I can get it cash bean where I can throw my can. So my friend, just out of his just nature, as it is practiced in our country, told the boy, why don't you open this glass pane and throw it out? He gentleman hardly did not say anything. He took the card to a model and first allowed his son to throw the can into the trash bin, and took my friend to the hotel where he was staying. While he was being adhered to my friend, he told, gentlemen, you are one of my honored guests of the country. I am not going to demean you or insult you. But don't ever tell my son to do the same thing
that too instructed him to do properly can and so they can into the road. Allow him to be a good citizen, a responsible citizen, a sensible citizen. Which my parents, he like took him back to the hotel and told him, sorry, I do not want to insult you, but for God's sake, don't teach your young ones or school children to be a irresponsible to the kind of street, not to become a sensible citizen, a good citizen, beneficial to the society, to the country, and to yourself and to your family. That's what I want to
Very
say.
right, right. Thank you, very good.
Thank you. Mr. Sengupta was nicely explained the example, presented the example, what is to be done and what not to be done. President sir, we have completed our second session. Do you want to say a few words after this? As because our third session cultural program will start at 6 p.m. In between the rest tea break and rest break. So if you want to like a few words, please come share with us.
Okay, thank you. And let us have the opportunity. I do not get this opportunity.
Yes.
Because we are celebrating big year. And fortunately, it is coinciding with the World Water Day also. There are also 50 years. So it is a coincidence or it is an opportunity that worldwide IPHE Golden Jubilee is being celebrated by the worldwide and will be, this is still going on and we are in celebrating mood. And I am very happy that you have conducted the event very nicely and people got opportunity to speak their mind and their agendas and then I can say their knowledge and some our esteemed member, they have given a good suggestion also to have a special drive to enhance the base of the membership and the quality of the institution product like magazine and then newsletter also yesterday we discussed and probably that will also come to the quality standard. And with this word, I conclude everybody who's ever here and who's ever online and maybe offline, they should live up to the standard of this institution and let us have new energies, new programs, new agendas within the institution goal. Thank you very much, Jai.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So now we are coming to the end of this session. Vote of thanks. I will give the vote of thanks to our president, along with those who are present on the virtual board, Professor Rakesh, Mr. P.K. Jain also there, Sadiq Char, and Vikram Mukherjee, and offline all of you are very welcome to all of you for patience hearing of the whole day program. Thank you once again. This is the second session is going to be off now. We will meet here again at 6 p.m. and that will be our cultural program. Okay, sir. With these 3 words, finishing this session. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
I will take